Hi guys, it's Neil and Thomas from Neil Pois with another episode of our Belgian Eurosong 2025 reaction. We're 75% of the way through, 3/4 done. There's only two more songs to listen to. We've had a bit of a mix so far, but I'm excited to see what they've still got to show us. I've not seen these, so I am going in completely blind. If you want to see any of our other videos, go to neilpois.com, and you can also let us know what you think by sending us a voice memo. So there's a link there you can do that with. But let's take a look at Stefanie Callebaut. Callebaut?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, and her song is called Gloria. Oh. Ooh. This is not the voice I was expecting.
No, yeah. I've only seen her perform one time before in this Flemish TV show where people cover each other's songs. She was really good in that, so she's got a very good voice.
There's something a bit Kate Bushy about her voice, actually. I'm getting a little bit Wuthering Heights. And a little bit Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah. I really like her dress. I think she looks stunning.
It looks really good against this backdrop as well, which is very simple.
Yeah.
But this is the sort of song you need simple.
Yeah. Ooh, it's got a bit gospel-y now.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like
fire in the background.
I feel like I'm at a musical now. Like we've gone from like it's a sister act to the musical.
Yeah. Do you know what I like? Is her attitude on stage. Like you can tell that she's a performer.
Yeah, out of the ones we've seen so far, obviously we've only got one more to look at. This has been the best performance in terms of like delivery and like showed it. I wonder if that comes with, you know, obviously she is a bit older than the other contestants. That maturity is there.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. I quite like the backdrop, that sort of like veil that sort of like blows in the wind.
Yeah, and it's got the really nice contrast to her dress. Huh.
It's quite brave doing like a piece a cappella as well.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Hey.
That was completely nothing like what I expected. I did say at the start of this we've had quite a mix. This is definitely part of that mix. There's been a wide sort of range. It's nice not to review a song that has pa 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 in it for a change. No, this was interesting. And I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Interesting and intriguing really do bring me in because I want to know a little bit more about like the artist. Like instantly with Stefanie, I want to know, does she actually have a background in musical theatre? Like, because she seems so theatrical. And her voice has these lows and these highs, and just she seemed to get all the notes. Beautiful voice.
Yeah.
When we think about Eurovision, this is one that I would struggle to figure out how it would do because it would really just depend on the night. I think what mood people are in. I think a lot of stuff comes down to what is the atmosphere like around the world when people are watching. Like, are people happy? Are people sad? Like, and that reflects sort of how they vote, in my opinion. Like, because you relate to it more. And this is one, like, if people are feeling like a little bit more maybe nostalgic or a little bit more relaxed, like or thoughtful, like this could do okay actually. Like, but if people want that like fun, this wouldn't do it wouldn't do well. So it's one of those. It's like it just depends on how people would actually react to it on the night. But in terms of performance, I said this. She gives the best performance we've seen in terms of like emotion, showing her emotions and like reacting with the crowd, especially on that. Like, that is a tiny stage. It's not difficult to stand out, but she takes you, captivates you. I think that's a really great addition. And whether or not she comes first, second, third, last, I think this is a nice thing to see on Eurosong. I always like when you get something a little different, and this stands out from the rest of the songs. I really like that.
Yeah, I have to say, and listening to it again now, because I've watched the showcase on Saturday last. That was the first time that I heard the song. Like I said, I hadn't heard any of the snippets or anything. She is very intriguing, and she does pull you in. The way that she plays with the camera, she does it fantastically. And I feel like it is the kind of song where you have to capture the audience, because the song in itself, like sonically, like in the instrumentation, there's not a lot going on. It's a very simple, very clean song. It's all about her voice and her attitude and her charisma on stage, which she has tons of. Like, she's tons of charisma. She's very likable. I don't know how this is going to go down in Eurosong either. I have no clue if this is gonna do well. The thing that I struggle with is, should this go to Eurovision, for example, will it get through a semi that is televote only? And at the time of recording now, it's 18 hours 37 on 28th of January. We've had the semi-final draw this afternoon, so we know that Belgium is now in semi-final 1 in the second half, but there's a lot of really, let's say, traditionally strong countries in there. I think we've got Ukraine in there, we've got Sweden in there, we've got the Netherlands in there. There's a couple of really heavy hitters in there. We've got Estonia in there, and they've got a really good national final, in my opinion, so depending on who they pick. So I don't know if this would get through a semi that's only televote. I do think if she would, like, this is obviously like we're thinking way ahead of ourselves now. If she goes to Eurovision and if she gets through that semi-final, I think that this could probably stand out with the juries and do rather well, because I feel like juries always sort of tend to go for the vocals a lot. But then again,
it's tough.
It's such a standout song as well. I don't think anyone would, or well, not anyone, but I don't think a lot of people would choose to listen to this studio cut just with your like headphones in. I feel like it's some. I kind of want to watch it again.
Sit on your hands.
Skype always agreeing with me. I kind of want to watch it again because it was a very mesmerizing performance, and it's better the second time than the first time. And this again goes with, like, sometimes I wish I could just watch TV with my headphones on. I could probably do that, but it'd be weird.
I'll show you how.
But you can hear everything so much better, because when I watched it on TV the other night, even though I was impressed by her vocal, I was kind of like, no, I don't like this. And now I'm really intrigued. So in a way, I wouldn't even hate this going to Eurovision. I'd be very interested to see how this goes down.
Yeah. Do I think it'll get there? No. I don't think.
Probably no.
That I aptitude or the temperature of Belgium voting would go for this. I think they would go for something more fun. So I think we would be seeing something like La Menu, Mentissa, Red Sebastian, something bit more with a bit more of a beat and a little bit more joyful. But yeah, I really agree. I kind of really want to listen to this again and just focus on the lyrics and like actually like see exactly what it is. But this was an unexpected slay for me, and I don't say slay a lot, but this was. I don't know. There's always something when you've got someone who's a national final where you've got someone who's older than the other contestants by a fair amount. Like, and you're like, I don't know how this is going to go down. Like, this could be. You're like, this could be the best fight ever, or this could be like a dad. This could be like Serhat, you know, like it could be like a cringy dad dance fight. But no, this was, I'm really pleasantly surprised. I really liked that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. And I also feel like she's really telling a story here. Mm-hmm. Like when you said about wanting to like listen to it again and listen to the lyrics, like I feel like she's really telling a story here. That's basically, it was almost like musical theater in a way.
Yeah, we said that.
Very dramatic, very, very theatrical. And you know what it is? The experience, like you said, that really does a lot. You can really tell. You could tell by Gustav, for Gustav as well, you could tell the way that his entire performance, even in Eurosong, was already so polished and so it was done to perfection. And I feel like that's the same with this one.
There's like a confidence in their lived experience and like they know how they want to present themselves and they don't feel boxed into act a particular way.
They've got a vision and they know what they want. And I don't think that this is the kind of artist that would let VRT lead the way. I think she's very much in charge of what's going to happen for her. Then, I mean, and I'm thinking back about to like Eurovision 2021 with Hooverphonic, even though that didn't particularly do that well in the final, but I felt like that performance, when I watched that performance for the first time, I was like, it's like the adults have arrived at Eurovision. Like, and they were just like, do you know what? We're just a band. We've been doing this for years. We know what we're doing. Staging was perfect. Her vocal, you know, Heike's vocal was perfect. The camera shots were perfect. And it was just sort of like, you know, we're just going to come in here and show you guys how to do it. Like, even though it didn't do particularly that well, but still it was just sort of like a breathy moment, especially with all the up tempo and crazy songs going on at Eurovision. And I feel like this could maybe also stand out in that way.
Yeah, who knows what way Belgium's going to go? But that was Stefanie Callebaut and the song Gloria. Let us know what you think. Neopod.com takes you to our social media, to our voice memo site, to all of our previous reactions. We've recently released our Luxembourg reactions, so take a look at that and see what we think of our foreign. And we will see you next time for the final installment of Belgian Eurosong. Bye-bye.
Bye.